Very pertinent question there being asked by Edith Kimani. If the Kenyan security agencies are borrowing from the best practices around the world in terms of combating terror, but back to what played out in Mpeketoni with regard to Boko Haram, what does this say about the alliances between terrorist organizations on the continent in terms of transferring of strategy?
Well, an important characteristic of any terrorist organization anywhere in the world is borrowing. They work a bit like our corporate organizations. They set training schedules for themselves internally within their industry. And the same happens also in terrorist organizations. They will lend each other skilled manpower, they will equip each other, they will send you to Nigeria, to any other place to get the relevant training.
Yeah.
We've had one report where one of the witnesses said there was a light-skinned person, a European person,
yeah,
maybe a member of another organization also, heading or helping in the execution of this particular attack. So that's something that is very common with terrorist organizations.
Of course, the nexus between the Boko Haram and the Al-shabaab, of course, is the disturbance of local security and the perpetration of fear. Yeah. Ben, thank you very much for coming. Just before we conclude, security is top of mind here in this country, and coincidentally today Transparency International released a poll. I'll just go very quickly through what that poll said with regards to national security. National government performance on security: 62% of people who are polled rated the government poorly. Again, national government's prioritizing of security, of national security as a national priority, 52% believe security should be a top priority, meaning that, of course, they think that it's not. But interestingly, now here's a bit of a shift, and perhaps maybe this points to either a good reading of the Constitution or the fact that county governments have said, look, security in terms of the national government and in terms of the Constitution is a national problem. In county governments, prioritizing of security, 22%. 22% of the people who are polled at county level believe that that should be a top priority. Huge gap in terms of the differences, Ben. And of course, we'll continue to talk about this as the events unfold down in Mpeketoni, as well as with the security situation. Thank you once again for coming and joining us. Of course, you're going to be back with us later on this week. Ben, very interesting but also very worrying facts coming out of this discussion. Let's see what's going to be happening as the days unfold down there in Mpeketoni, as well as up here with regard to the national security strategy in terms of fighting this war in days coming forward, Ben.
Indeed. Thank you, John.